Hello, it's Brett Campbell here. No, I am not a ninja. However, I thought that was a pretty cool GIF right there. The slide does it itself. Isn't that pretty cool? Anyhow, let's get stuck into what the purpose of this video training is all about. Not only am I going to uncover the 5 most powerful and underutilized Facebook strategies on the planet, I am going to do something that you're probably going to get a little bit shocked by. And let me explain. The reason why I am doing this video, okay, I need to be totally honest and totally upfront with you, because what I'm about to share with you with these 5 strategies are literally the most powerful strategies that I've utilized. I know friends of mine have utilized to generate hundreds and thousands, even millions of Facebook fans, and also hundreds of thousands of new leads, and ultimately hundreds of thousands of dollars revenue. Now, I just want to be totally honest and upfront here. In the time that I have, that I'm going to be taking you through these powerful strategies, I'm also going to be leaving you a little bit hanging. And what I mean by that is I'm not going to be able to go into every single strategy in depth. Why? Because 1, I don't have all day, and 2 is because I actually run workshops and trainings on this, right? And the whole purpose of this training here is to show you and give you enough of the strategies and tools that you can literally go away and implement. I'm going to show you an exact ad that we are using to generate over 100,000 fans. I'm going to show you the exact strategy that we are using to generate over 420,000 leads as of today of filming this. And you're going to be able to go ahead and implement that. But ultimately, you're going to be left wanting more. And that's the whole point of this presentation. This is what a lot of marketers and experts, gurus online don't tell you, right? It's the whole process of, and again, I'm not going to insult your intelligence. You've watched videos like this. You've seen it all before. I'm not going to pitch you anything right here on this particular video, because right now I don't have anything particularly that I want to strategically offer you. But what I am doing is I'm using this video right now. I'm using this video as a lead generation tool, as a tool for me to be able to show you that I know what I'm talking about when it comes to this stuff. And then more so is so you'll know that I know what I'm talking about, and then you'll want to come along to an event that I'm probably speaking at, whether it's my own event or I'm speaking on stages of my friends. So let's get stuck into these. I just wanted to throw that out there and be totally honest and upfront. The market, the industry, the online world is becoming so flooded with, quote unquote coaches and experts trying to teach this sort of stuff. They're not even doing it themselves, and it really pisses me off. So I'm just telling you straight up, there's going to be more than this particular training. You're going to want more. And that's where, if you see me speaking on a stage somewhere, I want you to come along. Whether it's my stage or a stage for someone else. I just want to put that out there right now because you're going to want to know this stuff. So let's get stuck straight into this thing. First name on your lips. Don't worry about that mistake. So why would you want to listen? Quickly, I'm not even going to talk about me much. I've spent over $500,000 on Facebook advertising. I've built several 100,000 plus fan pages, generated over 420,000 leads from Facebook. I get paid $5,000 a day for consulting any businesses who want to talk about this sort of stuff and look at their strategy and how they can utilize it in their specific business. So that's the shortest about me. I'm not going to sit here and blow my horn. Hopefully the information that I share with you will do that for itself. And that's the whole point of what we're doing here. And I'd be, again, doing you a total disservice by not being open and honest with that, because this is what I teach my clients. I teach you to be able to deliver amazing value, and that's what you're going to get in the next 20, 30. I don't even know how long this video is going to be. That's how unorthodox this training is. But I guarantee you every minute is going to be worth it. So if you're not following me, follow me on Brett Campbell Fan. That's where I'll be introducing a whole heap more different trainings and a whole heap of other things. And just, give me a fan there. So why Facebook? Why are we looking at this? Again, not going to insult your intelligence. You already know that it's a behemoth. Literally 1 billion people on Facebook a day. That's crazy. And these stats are actually off Mark Zuckerberg. I was going to say Mark Wahlberg there, but it's not Mark Wahlberg. He owns Wahlburgers. So it's Mark Zuckerberg. He posted these stats himself, so they're not made up by someone who's good at using Canva or some designing software. Literally, billion users per day. That is unbelievable. But what's even more unbelievable, and this is something that a lot of people don't know, is this thing here where it says completed Aquila, which is the first unmanned aircraft to beam down the internet. let me repeat that. The first unmanned aircraft to beam down the internet. Now, it's pretty clear Facebook have reached a capacity level of users, right? So they got 1 billion users a day. They got 1.5 billion people on Facebook each month. Now, that is just colossal when you look at the overall population and people and the access that people actually have to the internet, etc. But what Facebook are doing is they're like, okay, you know what I'm going to do right now? We need more clients, or we need more people on our platform. So let's create an unmanned aircraft, put it in space, and then beam internet down to it. I mean, that, my friends, is just unbelievable. Right? WhatsApp, that's another messaging app, 900 million users. Crazy. Facebook acquired it for, I can't remember how many billion, but it was something like 15 billion or something like that. Don't quote me on the exact number, but it was billions. Right? And Instagram, $1 billion they purchased it for, and now it's valued around 40 billion. Great investment. Anyhow, let's look at Facebook strategy number 1, and that is fan pages. Now, you're probably aware of fan pages and you know the basic premise of them, depending on your knowledge. But I want to share with you how we grew one of our Facebook fan pages and literally exploded it. So this is what we call our page called Clean Eating Recipes. You know, one night I was sitting at my computer going, you know what? How do we build this bad boy, or what else can I create? Because I'm that type of person, if you can't already tell. I'm pretty ADHD and I've got a lot of energy, and you know, every so often us entrepreneurs, we decide to create something out of thin air, and that's exactly what we did with this. So I created the page, put up it, like literally this image was something I just took from Google, didn't even, you know, I didn't go to any extreme lengths of designing anything. 5 minutes later, it had 214 fans. Now I then decided to take time snapshots because I thought, oh, this could be pretty cool here. So 20 past 8, if we're putting a timestamp on there. This is what we posted, and this is where you're going to get massive value, right? Not many experts or quote-unquote Facebook gurus will share this sort of stuff with you, but I'm just going to open the kimono. But of course, this video is, you know, like I said at the start, the premise of this video is to be able to give you amazing information that you can take away immediately so you can go get results. So you go, Brett, where do I get more of this, right? That just is clear as day. So we posted this. Literally, it says share this post, and we'll give away 5 copies of the Clean Recipes Made Easy recipe book. So we actually created a product. So we've got an online product called Clean Recipes Made Easy. So we've already created that. Now, if you don't have a product, so you can't offer a product you don't currently have, or maybe you might have to go and create it, or could you use something else like your time or services that you offer? It's as simple as this post. Simply copy it. Okay, I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it and explain the psychology and the nuances behind it. That's what we'll do at an event if you ever see me speaking. So 9 minutes later, this post has been shared 35 times. Remember, we set an audacious goal of 500 shares here. So we wanted, yeah, it was quite a big goal, right? We're like, oh, well, we ain't got no fans yet, but let's see if we can get 500 shares. It might take a week or two. So 35 fans, 9 minutes later. At 8:34, our fans had already bumped up to 400 likes, 400 fans there. 8:44 to 519. And the post that we posted was 96. Just want to point out something here that you may not have already noticed. This little thing up there, yellow. It just means that the post was pinned, which basically we set it as a stationary objective at the top of the page. You can do that in your settings. 9 o'clock, we had 740 fans. And the next morning, we had 2,000 fans. And this post had been shared by 684 people. Now, of course, I gave you the very fast, impactful, how did that happen there, but there's a couple of things that I just really want to point out here. That's extremely important for you. It wasn't just one post that we put on the page, okay? So what we have is we actually have a posting strategy, anywhere from 5 to 8 posts, okay? I recommend you already put up 5 to 8 posts that you have that you can, that is resonant to the page, right? So we had a Clean Eating Recipes page. We had, I believe it was about 6 or 7 recipes already on the page. Why? Because when we're starting to get new fans, people liking the page, they can go through and like all the other posts, okay? So I want you to hold that in the back of your mind and go, you know, how can you do this for yourself? But this is how we did it, right? The next morning when we'd already had, you know, over 500 shares, we gave away the recipe book as you know, like we said, you have to be congruent there. Don't offer something and not give it. That's just being a douchebag. But what do you think we did next? Well, we did exactly the same thing, right? We're going to keep taking water out of the well until there is no more water. So we did it again, backed by popular demand. But in this case, instead of doing 500 shares, we wanted 1,000 shares. So start thinking, what is it that you could utilize to get traction? Because that's what a lot of these things need, whether in social and whether you're launching a podcast. So we launched a podcast and went #1 in iTunes in the health and self-help field in the first day because we had a strategy behind it. And you need to start thinking, whenever you're launching something new, what's your launch strategy for it? 2 days later, we had 5,600 fans. Now, this is all organic, okay? So I need to put that out there. We did not pay for any advertising or anything on this. Why? Because I purely wanted to do this as a test, to be honest. And you can see, it wasn't until a couple of days later, we ended up getting a better image, and even that's still not the best one there. But, you know, we updated the profile, so we gave it a bit of a facelift there. I don't know what I was trying to say after the word up, but facelift. 12 months later, we've got over 100,000 fans. So it literally, within 12 months, this organically has grown to over 100,000 fans. So you can go to facebook.com/clean eating official, and you'll be able to find this page if you want to check out some recipes. Check it out. But this here, I want to share this with you. This is a ninja strategy. As you can already see, 930 shares, 700 likes. There's a big strategy behind this, but I just want to give you the quick couple of really important points. Is that what was happening is we were putting in our posts, we were saying, you know, share this post and go in the draw, or do this, do that. And whenever Facebook, or whenever we put in the words share or like, or you know, anything like that where we're trying to entice someone to do something, Facebook didn't like it. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to find a shortcut to that. So what we did was I created an image with the words on it, and you can see every time we post this, we get at minimum 600 to 700 shares. This was the best one, because why would I show you the one with the least, right? This is the best amount of shares that we've had on one of the posts, and you can see this here is the magic. Right, so not only did we post this and we got massive engagement and a heap of new fans, we actually sold products and made money off the back end. So the reach of this, I can't remember, a couple of 100, 300,000 or something like that, that's seen this post, and they've also, majority of them have seen this link. And that's a bit.ly link there. I'll give you another ninja tip. You can go to that bit.ly.com and you'll be able to use that. It's a tracking link, so we know how many people clicked on that. So we had over 700 clicks on that when we posted that back in January the 3rd. So over the 2 days from there, we had over 700 clicks, and we had purchases. I don't know the exact amount, but there's a fair few come through on that. So I hope you really like that idea. I share it with you because I see, again, I'm going to use quotes here. You can't see me, but I'm quoting my fingers. Facebook experts. I've actually caught someone out using this strategy in their own presentation. I seen it on their computer. I was like, oh, that looks familiar, and they were presenting it. Hopefully, they weren't calling it their own, but this really works. It's amazing. Emily. So this is my wife, Emily Campbell. You can see her page down there, fan page. Really. You can see it's growing quite rapidly. 8,000 fans this week alone. And I want to show you exactly, right? I want to show you exactly how we're doing it. This is exactly how we're doing it. We've taken a different approach with this page, and we're investing into the page. We're investing in targeted fans for our particular niche. So this right here is magical in itself, that ad. And this is the secret. We pay to play. Look, let's be honest here, guys. If you really want to get fast traction, you want to get a lot of momentum in the industry or in your market, then you need to pay to play, especially on Facebook. I mean, you could go the slow way and build up organic growth, but you know what? By the time you do that, something new is going to be in play and you'll be behind the 8 ball again. So we pay to play. You can see on average, and this is really good. And at any event that I speak at on Facebook, I'll share with you exactly how we get those type of cost per fans and cost per conversion. So that's actually on the higher scale of our conversions. You see 44,000 new leads at 45 cents. At the moment of presenting this to you, we're getting leads around 30 cents. So it's a massive difference. We've knocked almost like 30% off. But you can see it's all about paying to play, and you've got to learn the strategy properly, and that's certainly something that I want to be able to share with you. But this is the golden nugget. This is, if you just take anything from this, I guarantee you, go and put this in and create a new like campaign ad. Again, I'm sort of giving you I don't want you to go play with fire here, but you've got to test these things, right? That's the only way we did it. But this is a pure template that you could take. It's like, try this, whatever your XYZ is, like my page for more XYZ and XYZ. Let me jump back here. Try this stomach toning exercise, like my page for more videos and workout tips. That is the secret, okay? Let's jump forward. We've got a lot to cover here. I told you I could speak about this stuff all day, and that was just touching upon a couple of strategies. Facebook strategy 2 is, most people would never even heard of this or even thought of entertaining this idea, and we're not going to spend a lot of time on it, is buying fan pages. Buying fan pages that are sitting out there dormant. Now, there are hundreds of thousands, actually millions of fan pages where people have created them and haven't continued on with it, because in the last couple of years, Facebook, since they've changed their algorithm, since they've reached critical mass with their members, have had a critical drop off with their algorithms, meaning your page is a lot harder to get your message out there if you don't know a strategy, right? And a lot of people don't. They just create these pages for fun. People like their photos and images, and it's all happy days until Facebook go, oh, now you need to pay for it. And there's a lot of pages lying out there dormant. This is one page that I've been investigating, having a look at, and put an offer in on a page because it's been lying dormant. People haven't been putting posts on it for a certain amount of time. And how you do that, again, there's a strategy behind that. But it's as simple as basically searching around in Facebook. So I just wanted to share that strategy with you. Have you ever thought about that? What could you do in your market? I know you're already probably sitting there going, wow, wait on, I've already got enough that you can go away with. And I 100% agree that if you just implement those two strategies, and because this is a fast-paced type of training, because I want to give you so much in such a small amount of time, and this goes against what a lot of marketers and speakers and presenters, really how they premise all their trainings, is because it's all about, just telling you their story to build up the trust. I'd rather build trust with you by you seeing these strategies working in real life and something that you can go ahead and take. So please go and take the fan page idea, to build up your fans, because I want you to have heaps of fans, because I want you to reach out to me and go, Brett, wow, I used your strategy. It's effing amazing. And think about, could you look to purchase other fan pages? And when I share with you another strategy, number 5, I believe it is, you're going to see that come around in full fruition. So strategy number 3 is Facebook groups. Do you utilize Facebook groups properly? Here's one of our groups. We've got, this is an older screenshot. We've got over 16,500 members now, growing by, a couple of hundred requests a day. Groups are a fantastic way to be able to build community. I speak for hours just on the benefits of building community and how you should build community. But if you don't have a group of some sort based around your products and or services, or you as a personality, I highly recommend you looking at a strategy to make that happen. Now, a lot of people go, Brett, should I have a fan page and a group? Yes, I believe you should, okay? So let's look at some Facebook fundamentals for a group, though. You need to have a strong set of guidelines, okay? As you can imagine, a group of over 16,000 females, you would think, based on other Facebook groups that I've seen and witnessed, it can get quite catty, quite bitchy, quite, it can get quite tense type of environment, where you get a lot of different personalities, and males as well. I'm not just saying females, but because I'm talking about a female group here and I'm the only male, I feel like I can talk about that. So, it can. I've seen it. I've seen it in many groups, and a lot of our ladies say that, our group's the number one female Facebook group on the Facebook planet. Why? Because it has a strong set of guidelines, and if you break them, you're out. Okay, very, very important. It's your group. It's like inviting someone into your house. Okay, if they're going to be a douchebag and disobey your rules, then they can get their crap out, right? So, strong admin team. You need to have a strong admin team, and protection and support connected to a purpose. Protection and support basically meaning making sure that people are, they feel that they can come to your group and express and feel like people are actually really wanting to help without trying to just sell them stuff or trying to pitch them stuff all the time. Now, of course, we make sales of many of our products and or services within our group, but the main objective is protection and support. Our mission is to change the lives of over 10 million females by helping them live a healthy, active, fulfilled life, and that's our purpose. So that's why I say protection and support connected to a purpose. Instant feedback. You can just simply, if you're getting confused about, what sort of content can I create today? Well, here's something. Just simply start a poll up and say, hey, I need your help. What's your biggest roadblock stopping you from achieving your goals right now? Please select one. Boom. Procrastination. Okay, well, I'm going to write about procrastination. Just a really cool way to be able to ask anything, to be honest. Here's another one. I need your help. Where do you want to go on a 5-day immersion trip to, for... that's right, I'm not going to edit that out. If there was a 5-day total immersion retreat covering mindset, health, motivation, and more, where would you want to go? You can gather details. But here's another really cool trick that I've seen utilized in other groups as well, is you can actually find out and identify who are your top influencers, who's performing in the group. And yes, that is me there, and I'm showing you because this is a really cool reason. It's because as a contributor to a group, you want to be able to teach your members to help contribute to your group. So you're not having to be the only person busting your balls trying to make it happen. So what happens in this particular group, each week an email gets sent out, who's the top influencer, and this week it's Brett Campbell, and he shares this, and you can find him there. Now the great beauty about that is that now I'm getting my message in front of other people in another group. I'm not being a person who's going into a group spamming, trying to get leads and trying to promote my products and services, because that's not how you do it. We got a whole group process on how to really maximize your own group, but more so how to maximize other groups as well. Moving on quickly, Facebook Strategy 4 is about paid advertising. This in itself is an entire 3-day workshop, but I'm going to give you the first thing that I please hope you go and do, and a lot of people don't do this. When I'm in groups sharing information, this gets picked up quite a lot on the sense that not many people are doing it. First things first, you need to go and add your pixels, your Facebook pixels, and if this is new language to you, just bear with me. You need to add your Facebook pixel, which is a bit of code, just a piece of code, to your website. Now, if you're not sure how to do that, Google search it, learn how to do it, or get along to one of the events that I'm speaking at where I'm sharing this sort of stuff, okay? I can't show you exactly how you do all of that, but basically, once you click Get Pixel, you'll be able to get this code here. And look, if you don't utilize websites, or you don't have access to your websites, you can simply send that and email the code to your web designer. It's totally user friendly there. But if you know, you can actually go and take the code and put it in a page yourself. So that you need to do that. If you're ever starting Facebook advertising and you don't have your pixels on your sites, you're totally missing out, because you're missing out on audiences and a whole heap of other things, and I'll show you why. Just another little ninja tip on the side: Google Facebook Pixel Helper, and it's a plugin for Google Chrome. Plug it in because it helps you test if your pixels are actually working, if you've installed them properly. Okay, just a side note. Here's audience. This is why you want to be able to have your pixel, because you can go and create different audiences. Facebook are getting better and better and better every single day with their algorithms on creating audiences. So you can see, let's say, for example, I've got a website called brettcampbell.net, which I do. So go check it out. Watch some of those videos. brettcampbell.net. I've got a pixel on that website. So anytime someone comes to that website, they are hit with the pixel, right? So that it automatically triggers off. Then when you're in Facebook, and if I set up an ad and I target the specific audience of only people who have gone to brettcampbell.net, you're going to see my ad. It's amazing, amazing what you can do with it. And as you can see, there's a few different options what you can do. Saved audiences, lookalike audiences. The $1 million audience, this is beautiful. So this is where we upload segments of our email list. If you're not doing that, then this alone is worth $1 million to you right now, this tip. So you can see there our different segments of our email list. We've got hundreds of thousands on our list, but you can see this is a larger segment of 181,000 people who we've got their email address in this list. Only 140,000 of them are popping up in Facebook, but that's great. That's fine. There's 140,000 people that we can target specifically. I know the light bulbs are going off, my friends. This is Ads Manager, Business Manager. I want to give you the basic overview of setting up your ads and your campaigns. Start with one campaign, start with 2 ad sets, and have 3 ads for each ad set. Okay, that's it. Just don't get overcomplicated. We have far more advanced strategies where we literally have like 20, 30, up to 50 ad sets, then multiple different variations of the ads. But don't get confused by that right now. Just start with one option with a couple of variations, okay? Really important. An ad set, just to give you a quick overview, is your target audience. So, for example, one of our examples that I've just posted recently and has had amazing feedback is we did a test in the month of January where we had and this is over 20,000 conversions, pretty much for the month of, or up till the 22nd. So the 22nd day we had close to 20,000 new leads. And what we found is we've targeted different countries. So we're not just targeting our own backyard, Australia. We're targeting, UK, America, etc. And what we found is the one audience is significantly cheaper to acquire as a lead than the other. So you don't know that if you don't break up the audiences. So that's what target audiences and ad sets do. So if you're lost, once again, please, this is your responsibility now to go and do further research. Or, again, get along to an event that I'm possibly speaking at. Because like I said at the start, I'm doing this training for the objective of, one, to show you the information, to show you that I know what I'm talking about. But more so, I want to see you sitting in one of my audiences so I can share this stuff. Because that's what I really love ultimately doing. Power Editor. If you're not using Power Editor, that's a more advanced way on how you can utilize Facebook ads. But we're not going to go into that too much detail because that in itself is a beast. But with the Power Editor, it allows you to create multiple ads and ad sets like really at the click of a button. So you could set up like 200 ads within a few minutes. Again, which sounds crazy, but it's very, very possible. They're using Power Editor. So this is why you must be retargeting. So this is a small example of one of our retargeting, and this is why I need you to go and put your pixel on your website, because we send people to a page where we have a product for sale. If they don't purchase it, we send ads specifically to them saying, hey, if you haven't picked up this or you haven't taken advantage of this opportunity yet, check it out. You can see here we spent, this is for each conversion is $33 for each conversion, but we made, I believe it's like 60 something on the actual sale itself. So on average, if I was to give you, if you were to give me 30 and I was to give you 60, for example, we'll keep the math simple. I'm sure your question would then be, how many 30s can you give me? And that's what retargeting enables you to do. It really enables you to be able to get a person who was, interested in what you had initially, but for some reason or another, they exit out of your page, they didn't follow through, or they haven't seen your stuff enough to know, like, and trust you. That's why retargeting is absolutely beautiful. Strategy number 5. I hope you're really enjoying this so far. So Facebook strategy 5 is building your social ecosystem. This is a strategy I've been doing since basically Facebook, since I got onto Facebook. I won't say since it started, but since we started building business on Facebook, we've been utilizing this. And I know people who charge literally $10,000 for a 2-day event where they share this strategy, and I'm sharing this with you now. And you probably already noticed, or maybe I've dropped a clue already in this presentation, and that was when you seen our page called Clean Eating Recipes. Your social ecosystem is about having a feature standard page with a whole lot of support pages that help protect it, help it grow, help build virality between the particular pages. Now, again, I'm not going to go into this in extreme detail here because I'd be doing it a disservice, but I just want you to start thinking, what are some other fan pages that you could create that you could utilize as leverage, right? So with Emily Campbell, so my wife's page, fitness in the fitness scene, we have a brand called Fit Chicks, which has got over a couple 100,000 fans. We've got the clean eating recipes. So our market, so the female fitness market, loves eating clean as well. So we're like, well, let's build this and let's share content between each other, right? I know some light bulbs are just going off here right now, and I really hope that what I've shared with you in these 5 strategies are going to be of massive use to you. But I don't want you to get overwhelmed with them all. I just want you to pick one right now. Just pick one right now, run with it, and utilize it. Okay, I really do. But like I said to you at the very start of this was going to be a short, more intense type of training. I just wanted to unravel to you these 5 core strategies for you to think about, some food for thought. But alternatively, if you're watching this at any time and I want to use this as a tool, to be able to start our relationship, right? If you're having any issues or you want to know more, learn more about how to build an online business, your Facebook platform and so forth, your authority in the industry, check out, see where I'm speaking next. I really want you to come and join us because I'm going to unravel and unlock all of these 5 steps in much more detail. And whatever you do, I highly recommend you get along there to check it out.